Guys can hear me well. I'm trying this new mic. I got this on a TikTok, and supposedly it's a noise reduction or eliminating noise kind of microphone. So I hope it works. The objective is to make more clear conversation. So anyway, it's 1:30. We're supposed to be here until 2:30 in the afternoon. Maybe I'll be switching conversation between languages, Portuguese and English, perhaps Spanish too. But anyway, you are all welcome to participate. I just want you guys to, in case you decide to participate in the conversation, just keep the conversation to a very respectful and good manner, standards. I appreciate if you do so. Yes, so I kind of trying to improve this studio here. I have on my left here, I have a TV on a news channel. On the right, I have another TV, also on a news channel. But this one here today, I have on in Brazilian channel. And back, as you can see, I have a small TV there, which also sometimes I have some news over there. It's a PBS channel. Most of the TV schedule is a kind of pretty nice one. Good stuff over there. Some good news, and some good stuff. All right, we got one person there participating right now. There is a lot of things to talk about it, but I'm not really gonna, let's say, I saw something this week on the international news about the art and robot, and I think it was somewhere in Italy. Hey, Melon, welcome. All right, thank you for participating. I might be between languages, English and Portuguese. I hope you don't mind. All right, but you are welcome. Your questions and comments. So anyway, when I saw this piece of art and robotics and art, I was like, man, what the traditional art is gonna be doing in the next 10, 20 years. You better check it out. Google that robot related to art and its sculptures, and you'll see how amazing this is. Hey, man, King Neymar Jr. Oh my goodness! All right, welcome, King Neymar Jr. And guess what? Well, I am in the United States in California, so you guys know. But I am originally from Brazil, so but I've been here in the United States for about 30 plus years. So, but I'm not into soccer, football, and stuff like that anymore. But nice name. I'm good. Thank you for asking. I'm good. All right. All right, Andrew, hi. Welcome. All right. I'm in California, just in case if you guys have any question about the United States, anything, just need to be polite and good manner. Okay, you have to respect each other, please. All right. Now let me. I like the Tesla. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Well, Tesla are doing really something. Technology is amazing. Unfortunately for Tesla and all those fans of Tesla, I think Elon Musk, besides all the technology that is into it, he made the wrong move when he decided to go to politics, man. And this is going to be pretty bad, I think. It may not end up well for him. That's my opinion. Anyway, you know, he's involved in all this technology, robots, cars, and you know everything, name it, and plus the the Starship, the NASA projects he got there, and now he decided to come on board with the uh, recent elect President Trump. So I don't think this is a good idea. But I know what I know. I know that he put about between 120, 170 million dollars. Nobody knows the number for sure, but that's the numbers that are comes on the media. So anyway, best wishes for everybody. Thank you, Melon. Thank you, King Neymar. Well, I'm not into music either. I like music, but I'm not. What I do, if guys want to know, what I do is I bring the news, what's going on in the United States, sometimes around the world, and personally, on a professional level, I do provide support in the United States for those who wants to get visas, investments, open business, working visas, professional visas, stuff like that. On a professional and personal level, I provide 100% assistance. That's what I do for a living. All right. That's my profession, should we say. But other than that, I do what I'm doing right now. I do this for because I believe in what I'm doing. Actually, I talk about politics, religion, what's going on around the world, like the wars and stuff like that. I give my personal and humble opinion. All right. I use my 30 plus years of experience in life. I'm gonna be next month. I'm gonna be 61 years old, and I use everything and try to help folks to minimize the mistakes that people make out there providing information and stuff like that. That's what I do. uh, well, I'm not sure, probably it's not the same as you do. I'm gonna give you a shot. All right, let's see, one more try for you. All right, if you come again, and then we do something else. Who else it's out there who wants to talk to us? Thank you for the two thumbs up somebody gave us. So anyway, this week we got a lot of going on. I don't have to. Well, let me do a little bit about the wars. I guess you guys are following what's going on in between Ukraine and Russia. Things is getting complicated and more complicated, and nobody really knows what's going to happen. But we are not too far from a World War III or some sort of a nuclear action or reaction, which is going to be pretty bad for everybody. I hope I'm wrong on this one. And when it comes to Israel, uh, Lebanon, and Israel, Palestine, it's a big mess too. So I don't know, man. And what amazed me most, the people are behind this whole thing. It's people that's supposed to know better, you know, but it's killing and killing and killing and killing and massacres and starvations and people without their homes, losing family members, losing limbs, losing body parts, dying, name it. And it looks like for the past few years, became kind of the new normal. And looks like society are more numb when it comes to tragedies and situations like that. Looks like we see this every day in the news. And it's not that we don't care, but looks like we care less. You know, it's almost like their pain is not too painful for us. But yes, we always hope that this kind of situation does not knock in our own doors, but nobody knows. All right, so yeah, and right now here in the United States, so we are this week, Thursday, last Thursday was Thanksgiving. For those who don't know, the Thanksgiving Day in the United States is probably the most important holiday. I mean, that's the only day that it's a real holiday that people go and you go visit their families. They travel a lot. Matter of fact, this weekend they expect uh, that probably about Mark Andrews High, probably about 70 to 80 million people was traveling through air and on the highways in the United States highways. So you know how important it is. And from this week till like Monday, a lot of people be traveling. Now the other way around, like returning to their homes. You know what I mean? So yes, it's something. It's really something, and it was the biggest holiday. And for those who doesn't know the weather in the United States, also the winter is kicking in little by little. It's not there yet, but it's coming, and a lot of snow and ice throughout the Midwest and Northeast of this country. Some rain, some ice, some snow. You know, here in California, Northern California, Central Northern California, and up to Oregon, Washington, all the way to the Midwest, and all the way to the Northeast. We're going to see a lot of snow activity, rain, and some wind and everything else. All right. Any question? Let me know. Tomorrow's Sunday. We're gonna be live 10:30 a.m. California time on Instagram. 10:30 a.m. on Instagram and at 12 p.m. Everything that I'm telling right now is in Brazilian time. Okay, and 12 p.m. California time. We're gonna be on a YouTube COTodd, and on Instagram 10:30 Carlos Todd 63. All right, there. So, and by the way, if you have any question, let me know. And if you have questions, they need information or want to learn more about visas, immigration and investments, open a company and stuff like that, you can talk to me. I recommend the first timers contact me on Instagram because there you can send a voice message, you can send a written message, you know what I mean? And I can kind of evaluate the first timers and then see if I can put them to the next level or not. But anyway, when it comes to visas, you can talk to these people here. You can connect me here, connect to me on that. And this is the QR code. All right. And I'll be answering questions mostly if you want to contact me on starting on the Instagram, and then we go from there. I'm also on TikTok, Carlos Todd 56. Carlos Todd 56. I just came from a live presentation there. So, yeah. So, Saturdays, I am on a TikTok and YouTube. On Sundays, I'm on a Instagram and YouTube. Okay. So YouTube is twice, once on a Saturday and a Sunday. All right. So if you guys have any question or comment, please do so. Just be very, very careful and respectful. All right. The other thing that I've seen this week on the news was kind of interesting, kind of sad too, is that some celebrities or VIP, very important people here in the United States, some of them are moving out of the United States. Some are moving to Canada or to European countries like England and stuff. And it's a mixed reasons, and but believe it or not, it's for political reasons too. So yeah, that's the news this week. I've seen some. I'm not going to mention their names, but you can check it out on a Google or whatever. You're gonna see that some of these people are definitely moving out of the United States for not being happy with the possible scenario in the next 4 years if the incoming president Trump decide to follow through his promises as a candidate. And speaking of that, of a new president and new policies, if he follows what he's saying that he's going to do, which is his immigration policies, for instance, is going to be a nightmare for many, many, many immigrants in this country, millions. He's promising a massive deportation for those who are illegal or undocumented in this country. So, so if you out there living in the United States, you're undocumented or if you're an immigrant, just pay attention because yes, not too good stuff is coming. So we hope you understand that. Okay. Yeah. If you have any question, let me know. Also, I mentioned on my live on a live presentation that I had on a TikTok. I don't know if these numbers are correct. I got these numbers out of the social media, but Ukraine and Russian number of people that died during this war, I believe 3+ years or so. It's unbelievable how time goes fast, goes by fast. So on the Ukraine side, it says that about 70 plus thousand folks died over there. I don't know if this is only soldiers or it's soldiers plus populations. But either way, it's a lot of people who died. And I'm not here, I don't have the numbers of injuries, but 100 plus thousand Russian died, according to these numbers, too. I don't know if it's just soldiers or whatever. And when it comes to the Middle East war between Israel, Palestine, and Israel, Lebanon, which I don't call war, Israel Palestine, because in reality, uh, around 50,000 or more people died, and among those, about 60%, almost 60% or so, are women and children. So you can call this a war. I think we have other names for that. I'll let you guys think about that. And Lebanon, they also have their share on number of deaths in the civilians, among the civilians, right? So that's the price for stupidities, right? And this is not new. You're gonna see records on books, history books, religious books, that how they talk about these wars. And it's funny, not funny. It's interesting because a lot of those religious books they talk about wars like God's made or God's will, if I may mention, but that's how stupid is. And this year, with all my analysis of what's going on around this planet, I came to one very clear conclusion, which is politics. You can look at the books, okay? Religious books and history books, and you tell me if I'm wrong. I want to know. But the two main cause of killings and wars in these planets are, ready? Politics and religion. The motivations varies, but it's almost the same in all cases. Conquering, occupations, taking over places in the name of God, most of them. And what's going on in Israel, believe it or not, is the Zionist movement, and that's about religion too. If you doubt, if you question, double check on the motivations behind. So anywhere, the number of stupidities that is going on around this planet, motivated by politics and religion, is just we have no words to describe the stupidity of this whole thing. And that's not the worst news. That's only the bad news. The worst news is I don't see this changing. Not in a near future. No. If I believe in prison, well, it's a kind of complex question, but let me answer. I like your question, actually, Veronica. I appreciate. Okay, I do not believe on the current system in what we have today. Okay, to me, it is overdue a change. The political system, the social system, religious systems that we are in, which we've been through for millenniums and millenniums, are absolutely proved that what is not working. So this prison system, for instance, in the United States, it's absolutely political and economical decisions are, has nothing or very little to do with justice and with what is right or what is wrong. The industry, the prison industry in the United States, I hope I'm with answering your question. I sincerely hope so. Uh, it's all about money. Matter of fact, this week I was, uh, listening to radio news, and uh, and they were talking about that some solitary confinement people, some of them they supposed to go there for some few days, weeks, sometimes months, and some of these people are there for 10, 15, and 20 years solitary confinement, and sometimes they go out for maybe an hour, 90 minutes. Guys, what can I say about this? And not mention, Veronica, that in the United States, we still have in many states, we have independent states in the United States. They call United States. I still don't get it because the United States, they are independent states. Ironic. Anyway, that's for another conversation, right? But But no, I don't believe. I guess the short answer would be no. I don't believe on the system on prisons because uh, I don't. I think prisons is more like a vengeance facility and money making facility than the correctional, because they have some of the prison they call a correctional facility. That's a BS, isn't it? You know, the idea of prisons or those establishments was to fix the problem and fix the supposedly help fixing the perpetrator of that whatever specific crime, and that's not happening. Not here in the United States, and probably most of the countries. I heard the good stuff. Well, I don't know if there is the good stuff anyway, but I heard some interesting stuff in some European countries when it comes to you know those prisons and facilities. But when it comes to United States prisons, it's shameful. I'm not going to mention that some statistic that I was looking to it because it's a topic that I kind of did some investigation on it. Probably about 20, at least 25% of the people that is in prison, they are there for different reasons. And the number one is racism and profiling. So, United States, the prison system, the justice system is absolutely broke. Why? Because the way it operates is just like crazy. It's scary, actually. They have, well, last time I checked, Veronica, I believe the prison population in the United States, if it's not the biggest one in this planet, definitely should be the top three. So, in California, where I'm in right now, matter of fact, it's a coincidence you're asking that because in California, recent recent numbers is showing that 90 plus thousand people are in prison in here in California. And around the country, last time I checked, it's about 700,000 people in prison. It's a huge business, that I can tell you. It's a, I would say that probably it's $1 trillion business. Those prisons are not run by the state. It's a private entities, and I know there is a lot of politician behind this business. Somehow, family members, friends, etc., that are covering this. So yeah, Veronica did this whole tour, and there is way much more on this conversation. But just to tell you that I do not believe in any prison system. Now, if you have the $1 trillion question about the solution, I don't know. The only thing I know is that the current method and actions and institutions does not serve the purpose that's supposed to serve. But in the United States, which is a unique society, when they get somebody that commit a crime, okay, it's it's more like about vengeance, an eye to an eye, then recovering and fixing the problem, if you know what I'm saying. I hope I answered your question. Vivek, oh my goodness, that's a name. Okay, Vivek 305. Is 305 the area code in Florida, Miami? Love from India, my lovely uncle. Okay, I didn't know that I have a nephew in India. But anyway, I appreciate you being part of our conversation, guys. If you have any question, any comment, I appreciate. Just please be careful with your words, respectful, and good manners, please. All right. And you are welcome, Vivek. Appreciate your participation. Veronica, did I answer your question? I hope so. After this tour, right? So anyway, that is back to politics. Okay, you're welcome, Vivek. This year, this next 4 years, is gonna be something that probably this nation probably had never ever experienced before when it comes to social life, politicians. It's gonna be something crazy. That's what we are waiting and expecting. We don't know, but we've been watching the people that has been picked to become, the leaders of this country for the next 4 years, and it is wow. It's not a good wow. It's a bad wow, you know. But like I normally say, what do I know? Right? So we hope for the best, but you have to embrace for the worst. It's going to be a lot of turbulence, I think. It's going to be a lot of problems. Uh, wow. By the way, this week, this past few weeks actually, there has been a lot of threats, threatening political figures, these new income government figures, bomb threat, killing threats, a lot of nothing conclusive, but it's putting the country in high alert on this situation. Not only from the income, the new president and administration, but from some Democrats too. So we don't know exactly what's going on. The FBI is investigating, but nobody knows what's going on. Now, let me change the subject now. If you want to go back to the subject, I can answer too. Some years ago, when this crypto business cryptocurrency start, I was very skeptical about it, right? And now, some years later, a lot of people are making a lot of money with that. And guess what? For whatever reason, I still feel the same. I still feel the same. I don't know what's going on, but it's really strange feelings because for whatever reason, the cryptocurrency, the crypto business, if it feels funny, you know what I mean? But I'm just giving you my opinion. I continue saying that I still do not trust in that business for whatever reason that I cannot explain. Anyway, and I know a lot of people are making money on that too. But folks, by the way, Anything that involving crypto business, online business, you know, click this link business or stuff like that. Please, please be very careful. All right, be careful out there. Anything that is involving, mostly involving social media, be careful. Well, you see, right now, you guys are watching me talking to you guys. I'm telling you, look, I'm in California, but nobody really knows if I'm telling the truth or not, right? So you have to do your homework. You have to be careful. I was watching the news from Brazil today, and the quantity of women uh, who are falling for this uh, promising relationship, and most of this woman, which has surprised me a lot, are women that 50 plus, 60 plus, and I've seen cases that people are losing like hundreds of thousands of dollars, some almost $1 million, and I just don't know how this thing happened to these people. So be careful, guys. Be careful. And I'm not gonna mention here where this is coming from because it's coming from different places. But there is a few places that is the usual suspect. All right. So just please be careful with relationships, financially, socially, and economically online on a social media. If somebody is asking you to send them money for whatever reason, man, it's a red flag right there. Be careful. I'm not saying don't do it because all cases are different, but most of the time it's a trap. Okay? So I'm using my experience, my understanding of life, and watching people. I did, and I do work with people. I did work my entire life with people. And one of the things that I kind of I'm still learning, is observing action, reaction, and behaviors. So I know enough to tell you, be careful. Recently, a couple of weeks ago, I got a contact from a family member, and he was talking about his friend, the lady. She is in her late 50s, I believe, or early 60s, like myself, and she was sending money for this guy. She was in love with this guy, and she never really saw him. I mean, personally. Well, I this is what lonely life and loneliness sometimes cause to people. This is man and woman. This is happening on both sides of the aisle, and the quantity of retirees, people who is living on their wages, enough to get by, who are putting money to these people, hoping that they're going to have some sort of a good relationship. Folks, be careful. All right. There we go. If you have any comment and question about this, let me know. Okay. Thank you. Jesse Rosa, thank you. I appreciate. So anyway, this is what's going on right now. A lot of things at the same time. So we have to be very, very careful. All right. Now, now I'm gonna go back to Brazil. Okay, Brazil. I was just wondering if you are up there, and like I saw a contact from India. right? Or some other countries that maybe perhaps going to be watching us later or now. Anyway, I saw this number. That was kind of a really interesting number, not in a good way, by the way, that 78% of the Brazilian people, 78% of the Brazilian people are in debt. 78% are owing money, credit card, and stuff like that. Now, my question is one, what makes people get to this situation? And what kind of situation yourself are in? And why? All right, so here is this news. And I'm thinking this is probably is a situation in most of the country in Latin America. So thank you, Verma. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate. Okay. I hope you enjoyed our live presentation. So thinking about that, so if Brazil is 78%, how about your country? How many people percentage in your country are in debt? If you're from India or from whatever the country you are in. Okay? Yeah, I know the United States of America are probably the number one society that are in debt right now in the world. If you're not the number one, we are probably the top three or five. Now, changing in the news, I took the notes here. Some of that news I put on last week. But let me just go back a little bit. This week was the Thanksgiving week. All right, Verma, I'm right now talking to you from United States. The state is California. I am on a Pacific time, okay? And right now here in California is 2:12 p.m. 2:12 p.m., all right? Thanks for asking. So this week, Thursday, was the most important holiday in the United States. Okay, Thanksgiving Day. How important? Let me give an example. About almost 80 million people will travel this weekend from the start of the holiday all the way through Monday. It's going to be almost 80 million people traveling by airplane or car. So this is the holiday that most of the places like business, etc., are closed, and supposedly most of us will be with our family members and friends somewhere in the United States. Is that amazing or what? Yeah, thank you, Varma. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I am in California. I appreciate. I appreciate. So, guys, if you need information, by the way, let me take a break here and just to say, take a break on the conversation. I'm sorry. In case you guys want to know, if you need a private, personal, and professional assistance in the United States of America, and some instances in Brazil too, but mostly here in the United States, personal, privately, and professional assistance and advice, talk to me. And I recommend you guys who wants to, learn more about what I do here in the United States to check my Instagram page, all right? Which is Carlos Todd 63. Carlos Todd 63. Why? Because there you're gonna be able to send me messages, written messages. You're gonna be able to send me voice messages, right? and I'm gonna be able to answer your questions too. And what I do on Instagram is this: I kind of select more or less a triage kind of, and see those candidates that will be more qualified for the next level. So when it comes to open business, instructions, housing, buying properties, renting properties, buying anything, I mean, it's 100% total assistance. Of course, that's what I do for a living, so I will charge for that. But if you want to learn more stuff about the United States, moments like this we have right now, right? I'm here to help you. Okay. Yeah, just we were talking about politics a little bit earlier, and I was giving the news for a lot of people that this year we have to fasten our seatbelts, embrace for turbulence and impact. The Democratic Party, they are absolutely lost. They are trying to see what they're gonna do with their lives because they have no clue what happened and why it happened. Everybody's like in a blaming game, so they don't know what to do, right? So yeah, but if everything goes fine this next 4 years, we may not, maybe you're not going to have any crash accident, but you're going to have some breakdowns for sure. that's the that's the positive of it, being positive. Okay. But yeah, it's oh, that's the price we pay for a country who have only have two parties, and this year wasn't promising at all. But tariff is the promise from Trump to Canada, Mexico, and China, and all the economic specialists and experts. They are saying that the price is going to go up. So Jane Doe, like you and me, will be paying the price for tariff. In other words, all the prices on the market is going to go up. When it comes to politics, nobody knows what's going to be on this country from now on. Nobody knows. Everybody's like lost. If everything goes well, like I said, we're going to have a few crashes. So a lot of turbulence, a lot of mechanical failure in our economy, and immigration is going to be something that nobody believe what is promising right now, but it's not good. But let's see. I heard that the Canadian Prime Minister will meet Trump. Don't know. The president of Mexico, she said, well, you can do whatever you want to do, but we all going to pay the price for it. Let's see. I'm kind of a speechless at the moment when it comes to politics, anyway. Thank you. Thank you from India. Well, I've been hearing about his health. I heard that Trump's health is not good. Well, I think he has some health problems since he was born. It got worse since 2016 for sure. But look, man, a normal person don't do what he does. But hey, let's define normal, right? But speaking of politics, I mentioned about Elon Musk, right? Well succeed businessman involved in technologies like Tesla, SpaceX, and robot industry, self-driven cars, self-taxi cars, and name it, some other stuff. But I believe he made the wrongest move on his lifetime, which is get involved in politics. He's playing with Trump. He's going to be part of the government. For those who don't know, like I mentioned on the other live presentation on TikTok, he invests between 120 and 170 million dollars on Trump's campaign. Nobody knows the number for sure, but that's what the numbers is out there in the media, right? And as far as I understand, and saw in the news and social media, etc., is that he's also involved with China, Russia. Sounds familiar? So it's just playing with fire. And he is clearly also on Israel's side on that conflict. He made himself very clear with his actions. So when you get involved in this level with politics and stuff, very much like he's gonna get hurt. He's gonna get hurt soon rather than later. But I forgot to mention, what do I know? Nothing. Okay, Yarin, thank you. Thank you. Turkey, all right. Thank you, Turkey. Thank you for participating, all right? Well, I don't speak Turkish, but we are here in English, and we can also speak Portuguese and Spanish, but Turkish, I'm going to owe you this one, all right? And I appreciate your participation, my man. I appreciate. Folks, we're about 8 minutes to end this live, I believe. Is that so? Yeah, I guess so. So, yeah, if you have any question, remember, if you need my personal private assistance, let me know. I'm here in California, but we pretty much work the entire United States. Oh, there is a lot of message deleted. I appreciate. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. If you have questions for me from United for about the United States or Brazil or any other question, about the conflict in the Middle East, Russia, Ukraine situation, we can talk about anything. All right. Politics and religion, no problem. Hey, good. Good, Yarin. Semiha, I think that's the pronunciation. You speak English too. Good. I appreciate your participation. Guys, let me give you my information in case you want to know. All right. When it comes to visas, when it comes to support here on visas, generally speaking, this is the company that I represent, more or less. This is the QR code. Okay. So I am also on Instagram, Carlos Todd 63, on TikTok, Carlos Todd 56. Okay. I appreciate anything participation. Just keep the conversation in a good level, good manner, and respectful way. I appreciate. Thank you. It's okay. It's okay. No problem. You don't speak English. That's okay. Here we are great pretender. We pretend we speak English, we pretend they speak Portuguese, and we pretend they speak Spanish. Okay? So no problem. So, but anyway, if you wanna, follow me on those platforms that I just mentioned, you're gonna be good because I can, check your information and we go from there. Okay. I have videos. I have, some of those live recording. This live presentation probably is going to be available a few hours from now because it takes longer to YouTube to kind of let it open for the public. Okay. So normally it's the next day it's ready to check it out again if you want to check the conversation. Okay. I appreciate the thumbs up. Appreciate the participation from all of you guys. And like I said, I'm here to answer your questions, address your comments and opinion, of course, always in a respectful way. And now, look, guys, I bought this new microphone here, supposed to be a noise reduction microphone. What do you think? It's good? The sound is good? Guess where I got this from? I got this from TikTok. It was good. Matter of fact, this is a kind of new studio here. I'm still implementing, improving stuff here. On my left, I have a TV on the news. On my right, I have another TV in the news. And in the back, I have another small TV there. So I try to keep informed. And so when I talk to you guys, I pretend that I know something or that I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's a kind of fairly new studio. I'm still making some changes and improving stuff. Okay, hello, sir. Sharma, thank you for participating. I appreciate. Okay. Well, depends. Depends. It takes time for some people, but I'm still learning. Learning is a life process. Okay, that's how I see life, generally speaking. And I'll tell you what, guys, I tell this very often to people, okay? We are all here in this planet with one purpose, which is learn. Learning is our objective here. All the rest of the stuff that you see out there is just distraction. Okay? So, time is the most precious commodity that you can have in this planet, on this life. Somebody created and invented time. So let's see what we're going to do about it. Right? Hello, Sharma. Hello. Hello again. So I'm going to be posting a video showing more or less how my studio is. If you guys want to check it out, I'm going to be posting probably today, sometime today. I appreciate. Okay. Okay, if you guys have any question, let me know. If you don't, I understand. Please do me a favor before we go. All right, if you out there, I normally tell this. Look, guys, think about those people that you don't like for a second. If you don't like these people, share my video with them. Share this life with them. All right. People normally say, hey, share with your friends or family. Yeah, if you want to do that, it's fine too. But mainly, hey, what a great option if you can share this with somebody you don't like. All right. So, anyway, I'm about to go, about to leave. And let me tell you what I normally say at the end of my life. I forgot to do that on a TikTok. I really forgot, but let me do this on the YouTube. Folks, when it comes to religion, I have no preferences. Okay? When it comes to politics here in the United States, hear me out. We have two basic party and one independent, which worthless in my opinion. We have the Democrats and the Republicans, right? Guess what? I am not a Democrat guy. And absolutely, I am not a Republican. So I am not pro politics. I don't believe in politics. I don't believe in religion, but I believe in what is right and what is wrong. And I think we can do way better observing and reading about history and this planet, all the situation we had in religion, in politics, and everything else. I came to the conclusion that we need to change everything. Politics and religion, the current system that we have around this planet, are not working. We gotta do something different. That's how I see it. So I hope you all have a great weekend. Tomorrow I'll be at 10:30 a.m. California time, all right? 10:30 a.m. I'll be on Instagram, Carlos Todd 63, and I will be on YouTube at 12 p.m. on a YouTube COTodd, this very channel that we are talking right now. Have a great day, success in life. Please share. Hope to see you soon. Till tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye.